So Martin Scorsese's last film, Hugo, was a family film. This one, not so much. Go with the camera reviews, The Wolf of Wall Street. So The Wolf of Wall Street is based on the memoirs of real-life stockbroker Jordan Belfort. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio as Belfort, then we have Jonah Hill as his right-hand man Donny Azoff, and a host of other brilliant actors. We've got Rob Reiner, Matthew McConaughey, Margot Robbie, Kyle Chandler, Joanna Lumley, Spike Jonze is in this, Ethan Suplee is in this. Just a great all-round cast, directed by the master Martin Scorsese, and this film is unfreaking believably good. This is a great movie. I love this one. Just a non-stop thrill ride. Literally from the first frame to the last frame, it's a non-stop thrill ride of just sex, drugs, physical comedy, just absolutely hilarious stuff in this film. It is something else. I honestly cannot think of another film like it. Now Leonardo DiCaprio in this film, in my opinion, gives his career best performance. I've never seen him like this in any other film before. He's absolutely manic. He's got great comedic timing. He's just absolutely amazing in this film. Then we've got Jonah Hill as his kind of business partner Donny Azoff, and he is really, really good in this as well. Definitely his best performance. Those teeth alone are just absolutely hilarious. Everything out of everyone's mouth is just absolutely brilliant. It's really well written. Terence Winter did the screenplay for this, and I always thought that he actually worked with Scorsese on a few things, but apparently the first time they worked together was Boardwalk Empire, so that was kind of interesting. Now Jordan Belfort as a character is a pretty damn unlikable guy, you know. He pops pills like nobody's business, he drinks, he has sex with prostitutes, but he is a smart guy, you know. He takes this penny stock business, builds it from the ground up, kind of goes out on his own, makes his own company, and he makes a damn lot of money. Everything in his life is down to money. He absolutely loves making it. However he does it, but it's just so interesting to watch. I mean, it's a 3-hour film. It is quite a slog, but at no point did it feel like it dragged, for me at least. I mean, maybe they could have trimmed kind of a couple of scenes down, or maybe kind of not add scenes in there, or kind of some way to trim it down to a little bit. But nearly every scene was needed. You know, there was no kind of extraneous stuff that was just there for no reason. Like I said, DiCaprio knocks it out of the park. Jonah Hill knocks it out of the park. But you got a great supporting cast as well, including Rob Reiner as Belfort's father. I mean, this Rob Reiner hasn't been in a film for 10 years, but he has not lost it at all. Really, really funny in this film. We got Margot Robbie as his second wife, and she's something else, you know. I mean, she hasn't been in many American films. But in this film, one of the first scenes is a full frontal scene. I mean, you must have some balls to do that, you know. Not many women could do that. But also, she's her own character, you know. She's not just there for eye candy. She makes it. Any other actress could have just played the part and not had too much to her, but she did a really good job in this film. I really believed her as a character. I mean, being married to this guy cannot be an easy time. And she did a really good job, in my opinion. And Kyle Chandler stars in this as kind of the FBI agent that tries to put Belfort away, and he had enough to do, but his character wasn't as, I guess, kind of fleshed out. You know, it's just basically all you need to know is this guy wants to catch him doing this stuff and kind of put him in prison. So that character wasn't. I mean, it wasn't a bad character, but it could have been a bit more, in my opinion. But the star of the show is, of course, Martin Scorsese. This guy knows how to direct a movie. I mean, there's not that many filmmakers that if you gave someone a film to watch and he didn't tell who directed it, from the first shot, you know it's a Scorsese film. It's got the regular kind of Scorsese tropes like freeze frames, flashbacks, and narration as well. It's narrated throughout, and Belfort regularly breaks the fourth wall, but it has that distinct visual flair that only Scorsese has. I mean, he's definitely in my top 10 directors of all time. Every film that he brings out is an event, you know, like Tarantino or Kubrick. It's just, oh man, I just can't put it into words how good this film is. Really, really good. Oh, but it's a really funny film as well. Even thinking about this film makes me laugh. I came out of this film with a massive smile on my face. There's this one scene that features a certain drug and a certain car and a certain just absolutely pitch perfect piece of physical comedy from DiCaprio. Absolutely hilarious. I was just laughing so hard. I mean, everything out of these people's mouths is absolutely hilarious. I mean, it's not going to be for everyone, I will admit that. If you're not a fan of that kind of self-referential humour, you know, taking the piss out of other people at the expense of kind of the characters, you're not really going to enjoy it. But I absolutely love this film. Really, really loved it. And it looks really good as well. You know, Rodrigo Prieto, who was the director of photography on this film, and everything's really bright, really colourful. Even like the really big, like the party scenes, really well shot. I mean, you got slow motion in this film and everything. It's just really good. So this film comes out with my absolute highest recommendation. I'm going to go and see it again in a couple of weeks. Even at 3 hours, I was never bored with it. Amazing acting, great directing. It looks great. Absolutely hilarious. I adored this film. I'm going to give The Wolf of Wall Street a 10 out of 10. So thanks for taking the time out to watch this review. More reviews coming in the future. So until then, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.